here we have the fairy tale video game. Now, there's a lot about this that I like. There's a lot that I did not like. But I will say that I was probably very excited whenever it was announced. And every time I saw more and more of it, I just got more excited. Every time I saw a new trailer, I don't even know how many trailers there. I can't even remember how many trailers there were. But every time I saw more of it, I just kept getting more excited about it because I liked how it looked, like how the characters look. Because the characters, it's like they took the anime and made it 3D, but also still the anime style. See what I'm trying to say there? It's like they took them straight out of the anime and kind of just made it like a little 3D model. Hell, I even participated in like the poll for like the inner artwork, and this is also partly the reason why I bought the Switch version, because yeah, I kind of figured that this was gonna win the the inner art contest. So, well, art, it's just screenshots from different. I think, yeah. I don't know if it was different between the different versions or if it was just, or I can't remember. But I chose mainly this because it's a clear versus like the PlayStation 4 version, which would be have like a blue tint to it because of the case. But this is obviously very clear. That's why I bought the Switch for also playing Fairy Tale on the go and all that kind of stuff. However, there are some caveats with this game that I don't know if it's just because I played it on the Switch or if it's because of the game itself. But yeah, but to specify, this is coming from someone that has loved fairy tales since they were in high school. Not enough to buy the full manga, because that's like 63 fucking volumes. Like, no. I would not have any room. I would not have any room on my bookshelf if I bought all, let alone the price of buying all of them. But I do have all of the anime, though. From beginning to end, I have the whole anime. I have both the movies. Now, if only they can release the OVAs. Maybe give them an English dub version, an English dub for the OVAs as well. That would be great. I'd very much appreciate it because the OVAs are fantastic. And some people have not seen them because there's no actual physical release, and it's not even on any streaming. As far as I can tell, I don't think it's on any streaming services, like legal streaming services. But back to the game. Like the things that I enjoyed about the game was, like I said, the art style and being able to, and the fact that you're not really bound to be in a place. It's not like a chap where in each chapter you're bound. Well, certain chapters you're bound to a specific area, where you're not doing like the main story stuff. You can just walk around like Magnolia, go into Fairy Tale, go into all the different areas that you explore throughout the series. While I am a little upset they did skip certain things, not, and I don't just mean like filler, like the filler arcs from the anime. I'm talking about like there are certain main story stuff that I think did get skipped when it came to. I don't know if it was during the Tartarus part or if it was during the Grand Magical Games stuff. Not the main Grand Magical Games, like I'm talking about like after that part, the Eclipse part. I feel like some of that was skipped over. I don't remember when did this go? What's the year in here? It was 2020. When did the final season come out? Hold on. Final season release date. It was okay. Okay, so I was wrong about okay. One thing I wanted to talk about was, maybe it was used to promote the final season. Like the game was made to promote the final season. No, it came out in 2018. The final season came out in 2018. Man, it's been that long. $6 years ago? What? 6 years ago. Oh my god. It's been 6 years since the final season. Oh my god. about almost 6 years. That hurts. But yeah, an original thing, but was saying that this was gonna be like a promotion for the final season, but no, because this came out in 2020. Of course, of all the years for this game to come out, 2020. One of my talking points with this was gonna be about this being promotional material. No, that's really off. I mean, at least that's why they had some of the final season in here. They didn't have all of the final season on here. Obviously, they didn't have the whole big war. But they had like the starting point with Gray in what was it, Avatar? That Avatar Guild, I think. They had like that, and then it just kind of was done, I think. It's been a while since I played this. But yeah, I was very excited for this. I even pre-ordered it. I rarely pre-order games unless they're like digitally to have it like ready as soon as to play, minus like the day one patch. But by then the day one patch would just be able to go through quickly because it's already all of it's already downloaded. So it's like day one patch ain't gonna be much. Where if you buy it physically, you'd have to wait for the day. You'd have to wait for a while. But anyway, back to. I've been rambling for like almost 8 minutes. And then again, that's what this series is supposed to be. So, the good and bad of this game. Like I said, I loved the art style. I love being able to run around Magnolia, run around Fiore as a bunch of characters. A bunch of my favorite characters. One of my favorite characters. Hidden behind a paywall. I will get to that. And just being able to interact with all these different characters and all these like special like moments between them that you wouldn't really see all the time. Like you don't really see interactions between Gajiel and Wendy because despite both being dragon slayers and all that, you don't really see much interaction between them. So it's nice to see some interaction between different characters that you wouldn't really see interact with each other. Also, the gameplay, I actually really enjoy the gameplay because as much as I've enjoyed action RPG, I'm still a big fan of turn-based. There's a reason part of the reason why Persona 5 is one of my favorite games is because story, and I like the turn-based where you get time to think of what you need to do. Of course, that's not to say that one of my favorite games from 2023, being Final Fantasy 16, is not turn-based, but that's also because it was like a simplified action RPG where it's not overly complicated with the combat, and it slowly adds stuff, and you can even choose to not use any of the new stuff. You can choose how you want to play. Keep it as simple as you want. Find your own way to play it. And that's one of the things that I don't like about certain action RPGs is that it gets complicated fast. The combat can get complicated very fast. So that's why I'm always excited to have a turn-based RPG. Despite the fact this was like this was 4 years ago. Oh, gonna be 4 years. Probably later on in the year, it'll be 4 years old. Oh my god! So a lot of the good things that I liked about this, I actually really liked the combat. I thought it was kind of clever about being able to like mix the characters' magic for certain moves. They have different abilities and all that. I like the whole running around, being able to run around and do stuff. Like the models, I really love how the models look. Now, I won't say bad things, the unfortunate things, shall we say. I already mentioned it earlier, but yeah, I'm pretty sure they skipped some main stuff, in order to get this out. I think it was probably because of a rush thing of trying to get it out, so they kind of skipped things that they felt were probably not completely necessary, despite the fact that I feel like they might actually be necessary story-wise. And I don't know if this is just because I played it on the Switch, but I had frame rate issues when I was running around. It's weird frame rate issues, and not just in docked mode, but in handheld mode, which you'd think would be a more, it will play better in handheld mode because that's typically how it would be. It would it would run better in handheld mode because it's at a lower resolution and all that. But no, it still had the weird frame rate problem. I don't know if it's so. I don't know if it's just a Switch. Let me know. Was it just a Switch version, or were other versions also having issues with like weird frame rate when you're just walking around like the towns and such? Let me know. And probably one of the bigger things, I don't remember how, one of the bigger things that kind of upset me with the game was the price wall for the DLC. Here's the thing: the DLC itself, the DLC packs and such, it wasn't something I was like completely against. It was the pricing. I don't even remember what the whole pricing was. Hold on, let me, because it's a $60 game, which isn't completely strange. Oh my god, it's so stupid. Oh my god, really? Okay, so there's an additional dungeon, Rift in Time and Space, but it's the additional friends set that really annoyed me because it had 4 characters that were locked behind another $60. And one of my favorite characters, Levy, was one of them, which really upset me. Okay, some of the characters I can understand. Lisana, I can sort of understand. Elfin, maybe a little bit less. Leon, I can completely understand why that would be behind a paywall for some. I can understand that one because it's not, because obviously he's not a main fairy tale character. He's like a, he's not a side character, but he's between a side and a main character. If you get what I'm trying to say there. So him being a like DLC kind of additional character, I understand. He's on an elephant, kind of understand. Levy Levy is such a fan favorite character for so many people that it just hurt seeing that. But what hurt more is the fact that each of these are $20. You need to pay to have all of these characters, to have all the characters. You need to pay an extra $60. Why? Why? An additional dungeon for $10. Yeah, that makes sense. A whole character, $20. $40 for final season costumes at $40 for costumes. And there's 2 of them. Sure, you can get each of. Sure, it looks like you can get each of them individually for each character, but still. Oh, let me see. It says set of 16 playable characters. Oh, let me do the math. $3.49 per character. 16. Okay, okay. Realistically, okay, 10. Okay, I guess maybe the $40 is technically a deal because if you did it for each character, it would be about $55.84. So it's 16 characters for $3.49. But it's still bullshit. Why can't some here's the thing, why can't some of these costumes just be unlockables? Like a free update for like unlocking the characters later on. Like the final season, why is that one behind a paywall? Out of all, can't that one just be a like an update for, and you get them after you finish the game completely, because that would end where the final season would technically start. Why? Why? So I have like mixed feelings about the game because gameplay wise, it's great, minus the frame rate problems. It looks great. To me, it looks great. There are some visuals that I'm not a big fan of. Weirdly, I think there is a weird thing with when you're walking around Magnolia and you know the river, is it a river? under like the water. It looked weird. It looked like it looked like it wasn't even there. If that makes sense. Like it's there, but it doesn't look like it's there. Like I'm conflicted every time I think about this game because I had a great time with the game. But there are also enough stuff where I'm like, "Ugh, do I really want to play it again?" But this game, I'm glad they made it because I've always wanted Fairy Tail game. And then don't get me started on the whole Eden Zero stuff either, because we were promised an Eden Zero mobile and console game. Where's the console game? Where is that? What happened to that? And let me be fair, I did play the Eden Zero mobile game right as it came out, and I actually did enjoy it. I actually kind of enjoyed it for a while, but then I tapered off of it because I don't know. It didn't have anything to do with the game itself. But for one thing, because like most mobile games, your phone it drains your battery, so I can't always play it for long. And if I have my phone plugged in while I'm playing it, of course the phone gets real fucking hot. But like I feel like I don't know. I have conflicting feelings about all the games from Hero Mantra. I know that there's a Rave Master. Sorry, I'm fidgeting with the case. I know that there's like a Rave Master PS2 game. I know about that. I've been eyeing it at a retro store, at a retro like online store, having it like in a wish list. And it's a little expensive. Not really, not like crazy expensive. Not like 100 something. It's kind of like in the $30 to $50 range, from what I've seen. That bad news is that it's the game only. It does not come with a case. It seems there's no complete version of it where it has like a case manual and all that. I still have never read all of Brave Master. I read a bit of it. I've watched a bit of I think I've watched of the anime that I did. I've never actually fully read Rave Master. Maybe I should sometime. Anyway, I don't know. But yeah, Fairy Tail game. What kind of rating would I give this? With all the stuff that this is coming from a Fairy Tail fanboy. I give it more basically a 6.5 or a 7 out of 10. Where it would be, honestly, I think it would be lower if I wasn't such a fanboy. And I was just very excited to be playing as all these characters that I love. Maybe one day we can get a better version that actually runs well.